Minister.
Hello, good to see you guys.
Has just been arrested for a murder of a 13-year-old Canadian girl. You have to answer to the people. Canadians want to know why you're bringing in refugees without checking them.
Thank you so much.
A refugee has just been arrested for killing a 13-year-old Canadian girl. 13, you have blood on your hands, sir. Canadians deserve answers. Prime Minister. Prime Minister. Why wasn't Abraham Ali vetted? What are you going to do about it? A 13-year-old Canadian girl is dead. Your refugee policy, Prime Minister. Your refugee policy, Prime Minister. Our trucks of peace here just going to get by them. Hey guys, Faith Goldy for mayor. We're chasing down the Prime Minister right now. One of his refugees killed a 13-year-old girl and we're going to get some answers. A 13-year-old Canadian girl is dead and a refugee is in jail. We deserve answers. We deserve answers, Justin Trudeau. Faith Goldy for mayor. Hey everyone. Take a look at our trucks of peace. Diversity is our strength, guys. That's why we got trucks of peace over here. Very hot. Okay, let me just tell you what just happened. Justin Trudeau in town to pretend that he gives a damn about the Ukrainian community over here, to pretend that he cares about all immigrant communities equally. He doesn't. He cares about his illegal migrants and his 40,000 unvetted Syrian refugees more than he does the rest of us. How do you know? Well, because a Syrian refugee right now by the name of Abraham Ali, 28-year-old man. By the way, I'm up against a truck of peace. This is the new Toronto, so our street fairs can remain safe. Woo! 28-year-old man Abraham Ali is now behind bars in custody because a beautiful 13-year-old girl named Marissa Shen from Burnaby, BC was murdered. Only a few months after this man came to a country that didn't vet him but was willing to give him everything. Our Prime Minister, someone burps in the wrong direction at a mosque and he's all over the evening news. A Canadian girl is murdered and a refugee is behind bars, and Canadians have not heard a single thing from our Prime Minister. It's shameful, it's disgusting, and the man has blood on his hands. And I'll be damned if no other journalist wants to hold him to account. Faith Goldy, she can have two different hats. Investigative journalist who holds these politicians' feet to the fire, and mayoral candidate. If you're sick and tired of the BS, the elitism, where Canadians are treated as second-class citizens, even the families of victims of murdered Canadians, if you're sick and tired of that and you want to be treated like a first-class citizen, I hope that you spread the word. Faith Goldy, we're running for mayor. faithfortoronto.ca. God bless you guys. I love you. Hi everyone, Faith Goldy here in Uptown Toronto. I'm gonna let a couple people get in here, but I've got a bunch of my campaign volunteers standing behind me, and they are carrying a picture of the beautiful little Canadian girl Marissa Shen. This is a 13-year-old girl who was slain, and they have just arrested her suspected killer, and a man by the name of Abraham Ali, a 28-year-old Syrian refugee who was brought in as part of Justin Trudeau's insane and reckless Syrian migrant program, rushing 40,000 people into our country without proper vetting. I hope you can hear me over some of the background noise over here. Let me know if it's too distracting. They're setting up right now, as you can see behind, for a little bit of a vigil. So this message is twofold. First of all, to get people up here. We're right outside of North York Centre Station. You can see it's right behind us. You just cross the street and you'll find us here. Sorry friends, we just lost you there. So part of the reason why we're out here is to tell you to come on out, join us, North York Centre Station, to commemorate this beautiful life. And number two, because I have been warning since the day that Justin Trudeau said that he was going to bring in 40,000 people in a rush without properly vetting. We know through access to information requests that these people aren't getting police checks. They didn't get police checks in Syria or the safe country of Jordan where they came from, which means that they could have been, I don't know, child killers in the country where they descended from, and then they come here, they get put on the government purse, and they can go commit heinous acts. We ran into Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, the man with blood on his hands, today and asked him to answer for this, because this little girl's death was completely and utterly avoidable. Understand that from the day that Justin Trudeau announced he was going to bring in 40,000 people, I warned that this would lead to problems for our society. When he said we're going to do it at expedited pace, I said it's going to lead to problems for our society. Slow down. We need a refugee pause. And now, after they've come to our country, I have warned again, they're not learning the language fast enough. They're not getting off welfare fast enough. They're not finding jobs fast enough. And now we have a 13-year-old Canadian girl from Burnaby, BC. Her name is Marissa Shen, who was murdered allegedly at the hands of a Syrian refugee. My friends, we're not out here scoring political points. We're out here so that way everyone knows this little girl's name. Because Justin Trudeau will not say it. He will not accept responsibility for the blood that is now on his hands. Friends, we have to stop the insanity. I hope that many of you will come join us here today and stand in solidarity with great patriots who are done with the nonsense, who are done with the political correctness, and want to put a stop so that way this never happens to anyone else's little baby girl ever again in this country. God bless you all, and God bless Canada. Thanks, friends.